for Chinese New Year, my brother 3D printed some really cool snakes for us. They're and they move. They're very cool, and they're made out of like glow in the dark material. So
whoa,
yeah, they're pretty sweet. We had to put them away because they're also 3D printed, and they're nice, but they're also a little bit fragile.
Yeah,
like for an adult, you'd be fine, but for a 3-year-old child, he treats things differently than we do.
Than you do.
Than I do, I guess. Yeah. I don't want to speak for you, Harper.
He already broke his 3D printed snake.
I had to put it back together. Yeah, I did. It was like I was able to put it back, but it was. Yeah. I get a lot of things handed to me.
Tape?
Yeah. No, I was able to kind of.
Did you 3D print some glue?
Yes. I 3D printed a hatchet to put the snake out of its misery.
It was clearly suffering.
Yeah. It was in a lot of pain.
Yeah. Well, luckily that didn't take very long.
That's right.
No.
It's so fast to 3D print stuff.
Yeah, so just prepare to...
It'll be great.
It'll be perfect.
Y'all motherfuckers don't watch us play throughout the year, to tell you the truth. I'm gonna be real with you, and I don't care if I get fined.
That train is off the track.
I feel like you can't just jump through Neptune and be okay.
Just prepare to...
What the show needs is more dogs and bears and chickens and stuff.
Yeah, so just prepare to be awash in unbeatable goodness.
Welcome, Pacers fans. You were listening to the Undebeatables, your semi-weekly Pacers podcast. So this is episode 747, brought to you by Boeing. Just kidding. Don't sue me.
Or
they got
worse.
so many lawyers. Yeah. Coming to you from Indianapolis, Indiana, I'm your host, Joey Gaffrida, the man behind the dials. This show, we're going to dig in further into the NBA trades. We're going to draft our own NBA All-Star teams. And we're going to stat of the week for you. Joining me this show are all three of our analysts, coast to coast, like buttered toast. First, from the high school home of Jameson Brewer, Silver Spring, Maryland, it's the doctor, Jason Triplett.
What is up, Pacers fans? What is up, Undebeatables? I'm realizing that I should think of something to shout out before the show. I'll do that this week. I'll do some homework.
Yeah, that's fine. Put that on your to-do list.
See if you get to it.
Yeah. Get it figured out by 7:48.
Yeah. I want to shout out to political things, but I don't want to alienate...
Our fan.
Yes. I want to alienate Colson's mom.
She's
by
more
the
radical
way,
than you
actually,
are,
yes.
I think.
Shout out to Joyce. Shout out to Mama Bear.
Shout out to Joyce.
She sent us a nice letter. I got the family letter.
Oh, nice.
And you guys were headlining it, Colson. I don't know if you knew it.
I have not seen I've not gotten the Christmas letter.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Well, from Asheville, North Carolina, he's our in-house bartender. Mixing up the drinks in the crappy jingles, it's the tastemaker, John Colson.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna shout out to the Year of the Snake. But I'm not sure how I feel about being the number one pick in a snake draft. Because then I gotta wait.
A lot of pressure.
Whew. Still shout out snakes.
From Tacoma, Washington, out west, it's our enforcer, John Harper.
What is going on, fellas? Shouting out the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah.
That's a thing that's going to happen before we talk again.
Oh, yeah. Who you got winning this thing, Harper?
I kind of felt like it was the Eagles' year ever since the Saquon Barkley trade.
Okay.
So we'll see if somebody can finally dethrone these Chiefs. But
Yeah,
I'm not rooting for them.
The
They're from
NFL doesn't
Philadelphia. I
care.
don't know if you knew that.
The NFL doesn't care now that Taylor Swift's in the Super Bowl. They don't care who wins after that. Because the whole thing's rigged, right?
You say so.
Shh.
For Taylor Swift
Not
to be in the
supposed to
Super
tell anybody.
I think the people that care in my bar are rooting for Philadelphia. So since they tipped me, that's who I will pick.
Oh, I didn't know that the people in your bar were all jerks.
Most of them are.
Oh, okay.
Until you go to the table of Chiefs fans. And you're like, wow, that Patrick Mahomes.
That's right.
Good.
Go.
Well, before we get into the rest of the show, I do want to remind listeners that they can support us, the longest running Pacers podcast, by heading over to patreon.com/undebeatables. And you can support our show for as little as $1 per month. Team, as we mentioned up at the top, there were some more trades since we had our last show, and even during our recording, things were changing. This is a fluid. I mean, NBA rosters, like top 25 lists, they're a fluid list, right, John?
That's right.
Yeah.
And the big news for at least the top here is the Sacramento Kings sending De'Aaron Fox to the San Antonio Spurs. It's in a multi-team deal, but Zach LaVine is coming from the Bulls, and the Spurs also get Jordan McLaughlin. Kings get a couple first-round draft picks. Bulls get Zach Collins, Trey Jones, Kevin Huerter, and they get back their own 2025 first-round pick from the Spurs. So their first-round pick had been traded away and comes back to them.
That's
'Cause
the whole reason they did it.
We're bad this year. We need our draft pick back.
Yeah. How do you guys feel about this trade? You know, I think it's a big, you know, some bigger names in this one, not as big as AD and Luka Doncic, but still, these are impact players that are getting swapped around. I mean, the Kings and the Bulls are not in the same class of teams, I would say, as the other two that we hear for the Lakers and the. But De'Aaron Fox didn't sound like he was going to get paid, so he gone. Jason, does this make sense from your perspective?
Well, I'm terrified now of the San Antonio Spurs.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, I guess I'm happy that Wemby gets paired with another young rising star, but I don't like the rest of the league's chances there. And I think it's going to help De'Aaron Fox to get at least one half season of tutelage under Chris Paul to learn how to be a NBA point guard and learn how to solicit for whatever foul he can get at any point. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I think it's kind of cool. It's great for the Spurs. I don't quite understand why the Kings would do this, but
For all
maybe
those draft
this was the
picks, I
best
guess?
deal they could get. I mean, they've been shopping Fox for a little while, right? So
Yeah.
Yeah. Unlike the Mavs, they did shop.
right. Harper, what do you think of it?
Yeah, I mean, it's great if you're a Spurs fan. All the other teams are boned, but that was... Feel bad for Sabonis.
And the Bulls are just blowing it up. The Bulls are just saying we're going to be bad for a couple of years and like actually bottom out as opposed to being a play-in or border play-in team.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to build around Kevin Huerter, if that's what you mean.
I don't know. They thought that they were building a championship team around Vucevic and Levine. So I don't know what they think as a
What they
franchise
think.
most of the time.
Fair enough. Yeah, got their draft pick back. We're just going to be bad. I mean, the Kings got 3 first-round picks, 3 second-round picks. Man, that's a pretty good haul for De'Aaron Fox.
Depends
then-
on what those
you-
draft picks turn into, right?
That's true. I I mean, Charlotte's real bad this year, so that's
Tell me
good.
more.
The other, there is a conspiracy theory though. This trade was going to happen a couple weeks ago, but the league wanted Sissoko to be in the French games because he's French.
So they asked him to delay.
They
it.
asked him to delay the trade until after they got back from Paris. That's my conspiracy theory.
Interesting.
Deanna?
So when you say it's floating around, you did like a Trumpism where you just made
Yeah,
it up and attributed it to
I made that up completely on the spot. Yes.
excellent.
But then
are
it's
saying-
floating around, which is true.
Now it's floating around.
So
I have now
heard-
started this. So yeah, that's now a thing. And Zach Levine's he's French, right? His name is
Levine.
Levine.
We. I guess I'm happy for Zach Levine getting out of purgatory in
Sure.
Chicago. I mean, it's a different kind of purgatory, but the weather's better in Sacramento, so
And they
Yeah.
he
like
gets to play
the
with
beam and
Sabonis.
stuff.
That's
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah. Now he can.
Because I felt bad for him. He was the only guy that was like gave a crap on that Chicago team and was like playing hard.
Well, Sabonis is great with guys that come off screens, and Levine does a little bit more of that than Fox. So maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he gets to reunite with DeMar DeRozan. So
Because that worked out fabulously.
That's right. Just rebuilding the old Chicago team. Perfect. I don't know. I guess we're just afraid of the Spurs now, huh?
If you weren't already.
I mean, they're they just keep adding good dudes.
Yeah. And the Bulls
yeah,
got
I
worse.
mean they've
which
got a
is fun.
young core now of Fox, Stephen Castle, and Wimby. Oh boy.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm just excited for the Spurs team and everybody else. I feel like just kind of doing what they felt like they needed to do, and the Spurs took advantage. Everybody wins. I guess just the Spurs won, but
Yeah, but I mean, I think the Sixers maybe won as well because they might be able to get into that 10th seed play-in spot now with the Bulls free falling.
Sure.
So, another winner for you, Paul George. Playoff P is back, baby.
Failing up. Yet again.
Oh yeah, have we talked about on the podcast about how Paul George is now he's upset that Pacers fans don't like him, and that the Pacers have never done a tribute video for him when he comes back?
Yeah, he really got his feelers hurt about that one.
Yeah, and so now as a sort of middle ground, I guess the next time the Sixers come to town, they're going to play highlights from his podcast or something.
What?
That's what I read at somewhere.
I saw that too.
They'll
Which
play it
has
what?
me thinking
On
that
the
they are
big
going to
Jumbotron?
troll the absolute hell out of him, and I hope they do.
That is wild.
Yeah, he's a weird dude.
Totally weird, dude. I don't understand why they boo me when I come back there.
Yeah. It's just can't put it together. You accomplished so much. I'm so great.
Yeah.
Oy.
Oy.
If it wasn't for CJ Miles not passing me the ball, I would've-
Still on that.
Yeah, they probably don't talk anymore, huh?
Yeah. Save that.
Poor CJ and his comically small head.
All right. Well, if there's any other trades, of course we'll talk about those. But we need to talk about the All-Star experience that's coming up here. Brought to you probably by Boeing. I don't know, or Mountain Dew or something. Where's Boeing getting on that action? No one ever talked about Boeing at around extreme sports and stuff. They need to be there. They need to be in the conversation. We're going to go up against the elites in the NBA. We want to draft our own teams, and I think you're going to run us through this experience, right?
Sure, yeah. So this year there's a altered format for the All-Star Games. Instead of it being, originally it was East Conference versus Western Conference. Then they scrapped that for a few years and just picked random captains. The top 2 vote getters from each conference were captains, and they could pick whoever they wanted. And then now, this year, they're going to try something new where they're going to have a 4-team tournament comprised of 3 teams from the NBA All-Stars and 1 team that wins the Rising Stars Challenge competition. And so out of the pool of 24 All-Stars, 3 teams of 8 are going to be selected. And so we're going to do that here on the show. So Joey's going to team up with Harper in a Krang Shredder mind meld of evilness.
Ninja Turtles on the mind.
And
That's right.
and then Coulson and I will try to outdraft them individually. So we did a randomized thing to draw straws, and Coulson ends up with the first pick. So what we're going to do is we're going to draft all of the starters first. To remind listeners, that's Giannis Antetokounmpo, Donovan Mitchell, Karl Anthony Towns, Jalen Brunson, Jason Tatum, Stephen Curry, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Nikola Jokic, Kevin Durant, and LeBron James. So we'll go through all of them first, and then we'll do the reserves, which is a longer list that I'm not just going to read to you right now. We'll get to them when we get to them. All right, Coulson, you're on the clock, as it were.
Well, I've thought about this for about 5 minutes, so I'm pretty sure I know what I want to do here.
Okay.
I'm going to go with the best passing big men in the history of the game, Jokic. Gonna go with the guy who's gonna care the least. Yeah, he doesn't care to be there
Good
at all.
move.
I'm building my team around him, though, so he'll have to,
Okay,
he'll have
got
to do
it.
something.
I like it. All right. Well, this game, as you may know, is being played in San Francisco. And oftentimes the player that plays the best is from that town. So I'm going to take Stephen Curry with the second pick.
I feel like if I'd thought about it for more than 5 minutes, I might have picked Curry.
Well, too bad. Them's the breaks. I got that extra 15 seconds.
That's right.
All right. Harper, Joey.
Joey, I'm going to let you go first because I know who you're picking, buddy.
There's some good names on this list. And I guess, yeah, we're assuming that there's going to be a pretty healthy competition. And I want to pick Giannis in this one. He's off the NBA Cup win.
Okay.
And he's going to take that into the street ball that is this NBA All-Star.
Nice. Good choice. Now, you guys, we're going to do this in a snake fashion. Since it's the year of the snake, we're going to do it in a snake fashion. So you guys will pick next.
I'm shocked that you went with Giannis. I was going to cover that for you, but I kind of assumed you were going to Wemby. So now, do you want Wemby or do you want SGA?
You can't pick Wemby. You have to pick from the starters pool first.
That's the thing.
Oh, that's right. We do. So SGA it is?
Yeah, that guy's going to pour in points.
Yep.
Okay.
He's super good with defenses around and with no defense.
There goes my second pick. Thanks a lot, guys.
Get snaked.
All right. I'm going to go with, in honor of my sister, I'm going to pick her son, Spida Mitchell,
That's right.
and go with that. That guy's been on fire this year. I feel like he's got more to prove. All right, Coulson, you get 2 in a row now.
Oh, my. Okay. I guess I should go with Jason Tatum.
That's a good one.
He's pretty good.
He's pretty decent.
I'm And then just for my my star factor, I'm gonna go LeBron, just to sell jerseys.
Always in it for the money.
That's right.
All right, let's see. My choices left are Cat, Brunson, and KD. I hate the Knicks, so that's an easy one for me. I'll take KD.
You guys are now Team Knicks.
And then that means,
Yeah, we're taking
you guys
both
get
of the
stuck.
Knicks.
Yep.
I am
did
now
that
questioning this format.
Alright, and I'm back on the clock. And I'm going to take Wemby, because 7'5" shoots threes.
How did this work out so poorly?
We let Jason rig it in his favor with the
exactly.
randomizer.
Okay, I need some little guys. So I'm gonna go with.
You're looking for little guys to play basketball? That's,
Literally.
that's a strategy.
I'm gonna go with
I was just
Really
leaning
would've
into
been
the
good.
big thing. now.
Anthony Edwards.
Anthony Edwards. I like that guy. Where did he go? All right. Then you get to go again.
Anybody else?
Oh wow! All right. Do I like anybody else?
Harden still on the board. Harden.
You know I
still
love
on
the
the
beard, but I'm gonna go Pacers all the way, baby. Pascal Siakam.
Board. Well done. Well played. Well played.
Now, Jason, before you take your next pick, here's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
We got, I'm talking to Harper about this too. But maybe we'll offer you our 2026 pick for we could get 3 in a row then,
To get 3 in a row.
and a Bulls first round pick.
I am not Nico Henderson or whatever that guy's name is, so I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
Weird.
All right. Let's see. All right. Curry, Mitchell, KD, Wemby, looking good so far. I need
Yeah, you are.
I don't need anything at this point. Let's roll these guys
Just,
out.
yeah. My team is on the floor. All right, we're up, Joey.
I'm gonna take Jaren Jackson Jr. at this point. I feel like he's gonna be hungry.
Because
Wanna
defense
prove
wins
something.
All-Star games.
Yeah, absolutely. You just got to play a little bit, so that's it. All right, Harper and Joe, you get 2 in a row now.
Well, Harper, I do want to get out in front of this. You look at the guys that we have right now. Look at our team: Giannis, SGA, Big Cat, Brunson. I don't feel this team doesn't help me sleep at night. What we need is some ethical basketball. So we need to get some Cavs on our team.
Well,
Who's the best Cav out there?
the best Cav remaining out there is going to be Darius Garland.
I'll take him.
All right.
Now you
Well-
can have the other calf too if you'd like.
Yeah, I've already got 2 bigs out. How many centers do I need on my team?
Are you the Lakers or another team?
And kind of need a 3, so maybe we'll get that championship pedigree with Jaylen Brown.
I like
nice,
that.
very nice.
Rounds out that team quite nicely there.
All right, let's see. My plan is working perfectly. All right, I've already got one dude with infinite range. I think I'm going to take another dude with infinite range. So I'm going to take Lillard. It is an Elam-style game here, so first to 40. So the more dudes that can launch 50-foot three-pointers, I think the better off you are. That's a general rule in basketball.
That's a good rule. How big is Jalen Williams? Can he bald handle?
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
He could run point for you, if that's what you're asking.
That's kind of what I'm asking.
Totally.
I really
Harden
don't.
is on the board.
I know. I really don't like him. Jalen Williams. He's giving you
right.
5 assists a game. I guess I'll go with. Man, I so don't like Detroit either. But I'm gonna go Cade Cunningham.
There you
Oh
go.
my! Ooh,
Boo.
All right, so we're down to
I'm gonna boo him like he's a
Evan Mobley.
15-year-old girl.
Tyler Hero, James Harden, Alperen Şengün, and Anthony Davis. I'm gonna go with Şengün. I feel like throw him in. Let him shake some people up.
The Mavs fans are so happy right now.
He can't even be drafted in the top 15 of our All-Star draft.
I got enough bigs. Yeah, come on.
Şengün's huge.
Yeah, that's true.
I think he might be bigger than Davis. Oh, I love it.
All right, Harper, who you got?
Joey, do you have a favorite here?
I got a Mobley on the list.
Got an Evan Mobley.
Yeah, you do.
Nice.
Best available Mobley.
Best available Mobley. Well, I'm gonna go with some more shooting. It's Tyler Hero.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
Justice for LaMelo Ball, by the way. How is Tyler Hero on this list above LaMelo Ball?
Good question. Yeah.
Boo.
Because one of the man's stats are completely empty and one aren't.
Oh, hey, look. Charlotte is really bad at basketball, so you are right.
Take that. All right, so now I'm in a pickle. Now I either
You're not in a pickle.
pick
You know what you need to do here.
Not
pick
that big.
James Harden and
Crush all
round out
Mavs fans.
my team. Yeah, crush all the Mavs fans. Or the more hilarious thing is to stick Colson with Harden.
The beard.
So I'm
He's
gonna
not
take
going to see any
Anthony
minutes, but yeah, I'll take it.
He's just going to be stuffed on the bench. All right. And then, we agreed also as a wrinkle, we will have a final round where we pick a snub from the rest of the NBA.
Well, here's
dude
my-
that you feel got snubbed.
Here's my justice for LaMelo Ball. I'm bringing him in.
Oh,
And he's going to dunk on Hero's face.
nice.
Not on his head,
it.
but on his
I
On
face.
his
like it.
face.
Do these have to be legit snubs, or can we just pick anybody in the NBA? What do you think?
I mean, you can pick anybody in the NBA. I
Yeah,
figure,
because
right?
it's technically a snub if you like him, right?
Sure, that's true. Jimmy Butler's had some snubbing going on this year.
I mean, he snubbed his team.
I'm gonna take Devin Booker.
Oh, nice.
Devin Booker. Okay. Well, we get two, obviously, since there's two.
Sure. Yep.
We've only got like 3 centers so far, so I think we have to take Demonis Sabonis.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're just gonna field a
He
team
does
of
everything.
all centers. He'll run our point.
That's right.
There's a lot of big guys
Yep.
All right.
So he's
on all these
probably
teams.
atop the snub list.
Yeah.
Yep.
Other names that are out there. Can I interest you in a Kyrie Irving?
You could interest me in a Tyrese Halliburton.
I'll just go ahead and pencil that in.
Okay.
Other names that maybe could have gotten a nod. Trey Young,
Yeah.
Tyrese Maxey. His team also sucks, but Tyrese
Maxey.
Maxey does not suck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That guy deserves it.
27-6.
And like carrying a ridiculous load.
Yeah.
All right, let's recap what we got here, and then the fans can chime in and tell us who picked the best team. Colson leads it off with Jokic, who's averaging a ridiculous amount of points, rebounds, and assists. And then Jason Tatum and LeBron James, Anthony Edwards, Pascal Siakam, Jalen Williams, Cade Cunningham, Jimmy the Beard Harden, and LaMelo Ball. You no ball handlers early and all ball handlers late.
That's what I went with, yeah. I'm feeling pretty good about my team here.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I mean, it's full of all stars.
My team is Curry,
I play that team.
Donovan Mitchell, Kevin Durant, Wembanyama, Jaren Jackson Jr., Lillard, Alperen Şengün, Anthony Davis, and Devin Booker. And then Joey and Harper have Giannis, SGA, the Big Cat, Jalen Brunson, Darius Garland, Jaylen Brown, Evan Mobley, Tyler Hero, Domantas Sabonis, and Tyrese Halliburton for fun.
I mean, we
I
have
like that.
2 current or former Pacers on ours, so I think we win.
I have a current Pacer.
Yeah, but I have 2.
Fair enough.
All right. Joey and Harper are the winners.
Was Paul George an All-Star last year?
Good question.
I don't think
no
he-
idea.
Yes, he was.
He was. Yeah.
And then he all got excited and left for Philly, and now he's sitting it out. Grass isn't always greener.
So after the All-Star game, we'll have to revisit our picks, and Harper and I.
So does Ty have to be at All-Star Weekend with Miles Turner to defend their skills challenge?
The
title?
skills challenge? Oh, good question. I don't know. I don't know when they name those. Probably pretty soon, I would
That's a
imagine.
good question. Did you guys see? Speaking of All-Star Weekend, did you see Caitlin Clark said she turned down a chance to be in the 3-point contest?
Did see that.
Did you see why? I just heard that she turned it down. I didn't
No,
know
I just saw
why.
the headline.
She said that the first 3-point contest she wants to participate in is going to be in Indianapolis at the
Okay.
WNBA All-Star Game this coming season.
Oh,
Oh, I
nice.
guess it'll
So,
be
yeah.
this year.
Yeah. So I thought that was a pretty good reason. Let the hometown fans support you.
I mean, we will. All right. Well, we'll see how. I'm interested to see how this new format works. If it's more fun, less fun. Shake it up. I don't know. Colson, I don't know.
Well, I'm not sure about this. I mean, whatever. I mean, sure.
Yeah, I mean that's where I'm at too.
Yeah, it just seems kind of like they're trying too hard. Like, I get it that nobody really cares about, the All-Star game, but I feel like nobody. Have you been watching? Did you watch the Pro Bowl stuff? Like, they don't even play football anymore.
Yeah,
Like, they
there's
just,
it's a flag football practice.
Yeah, with like 7 guys on each side, and like nobody wears helmets. It's just wild. So I don't know. Nobody's watching these things. It's fine. Just go have fun. Go to I thought that we had a blast going to the event. Last year. I think it's great for the host cities. I'll watch it, but you don't have, just let them play the stupid game where nobody plays defense. Like, why are we mad about that? Why do we have to reinvent the wheel?
I'd like to see you play horse or something. That'd be fun.
Sure, but like, just still let them play an all-star game. They can play horse on the side. We tried that before and it didn't work very well. Whatever, it's fine. It'll be fine. I'm anxious for somebody. I don't have the NBA video game anymore, but we have to just draft these teams that we just made and see who wins, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we can run them through the
Simulator.
Yeah, you can just ask DeepSeek.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You can just ask me.
Okay.
We can just probably feed. Well, after the show's been out for an hour or two, we can probably just ask them, right? I'm assuming we get fed right into the AI
Yeah,
models.
they probably already got it.
Yeah,
Don't want
that's
to
true.
willingly give China our all-star secrets.
Right.
Are we gonna put tariffs on our foreign-born basketball players? How does that work?
Yeah, like I'm glad we got
Somehow,
Siakam from the
yes.
Raptors before the tariffs went up.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
They
Yeah.
have to be 25% shorter.
Ooh. Sorry, Wemby. He's still going to be an all-star.
25% fatter.
Sorry, Luke.
That would help Wemby.
Right. And not Luca.
Wemby would put on 25 pounds of pure muscle and would be,
$1.85.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. One last thing before we get out of here. I got a stat of the week for you.
Joey, stat of the week.
Just a quick little one. And this one's got a number in it too, which is good. So one thing that just caught my eye from this is not new information, but I saw this, and German scientists, as German scientists are wont to do, they analyzed beer. They analyzed over 400 commercial beers from 40 countries. And I'm going to actually put a poll out here. How many different chemical formulas do you think were found in these different beers? So over 400 different commercial beers. How many different unique chemicals do you believe would be in those that sample size of commercial
I mean,
beers?
it's mainly just yeast and barley and hops, right?
Yeah, but
Water.
those are
There's,
made
there's
of a
water.
bunch of different chemicals.
Okay. I don't know how science works.
Water's
Water's a chemical too, right?
say on the order of 10,000.
Any other guesses?
I'm going 4.
4,000 or 4?
4.
0, 4. Okay.
You said 10,000. I'll go 400. I'll go one per. Some nice.
Okay. Jason is the closest. Harper's the closest without going over. But we're not playing Price is Right rules. So this one, there is 7,700 different chemical formulas, and then for unique molecules, there were tens of thousands of unique molecules across all these different beers. So it's a very, very diverse set of chemicals that you would be taking in if you're drinking
If you
different
drank
kinds of
all
beers.
400 beers.
If you drank all 400 beers.
It's a serious
In one
around the
sitting.
world investment right there.
Right? Right?
Yeah, so if you want to travel and do your chemical research, then hit your local pub.
Because
Exactly.
science.
Because science.
Drink your science.
Now, if
While
they
you still
add
can.
in the Asheville beers after they start
Yeah.
brewing again with your weird water, it's
Double.
going to triple that number.
Yeah.
So what's the so they have an ABV and then they have turbidity on your beers
Turbidity
now?
on the cans, yeah. On the kegs too.
Gross. So are they gonna? So they just stop brewing, is what you said?
Yeah. But
I did see. I sent you an article. I texted it to you. I didn't call you
Yep.
to tell you I was going to text you or email you that I was going to text you or whatever. One mode of communication. That's on me. My dad had sent an article about the food and bar food and restaurant and bar scene in Asheville. Like basically what's still there, what's not. And it did say in the article that there were some places that were just importing water to run their operations,
Yep.
Which seems expensive.
yeah.
But I didn't know if that was an option for a brewery. I don't know if it's just too much water to be.
I do know that. Yeah, there are some brewers I think that are brewing beer, but yeah, they're bringing in water. It's so much water to make beer. It's just so much water.
It's at least 12 ounces a can, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. But they boil, and there's boiling and stuff. I'm sure. I don't know. I never brewed the beer, but it seems like it would be a different. It might be cost prohibitive to do so.
Yeah.
Well, it depends on how much you charge for the beer afterwards, I guess.
I guess that's true.
How much people are willing to pay.
You make it up on the back end.
So that imported water in Asheville.
That imported water, and then I'm sure that's an easy answer to Colson when you're saying, hey, we need you to come back and drink our beers and eat our food, and the beers are 3 times as much as they were.
Exactly. It's more expensive to drink beer in Asheville than it is in New York City. Come on down.
Yeah. Well, I know it's not an easy answer, but hey, if you want a nice place to go to visit and spend some of your tourist money, go to Asheville, right, John?
That's right. We would love to have you. It's pretty normal.
Is it pretty normal or?
That's the new slogan.
I know.
Asheville.
Is it like
normal?
Yeah, it used to be if you're too weird for Asheville, you're just too weird. Now it's things are kind of normal.
Well, I thought you were saying like pretty, like it's like beautiful views.
It is that for sure.
Oh, yeah.
And then also like
pretty,
normal, dude. It's fine.
Normal.
Pretty,
pretty,
pretty
comma normal.
I live in a beautiful place, and I remind myself that all the time.
You could do pretty, comma weird, which is fine too. We'll workshop this and get to your
pretty
tourism
cool,
board.
pretty weird.
Well, I'm not going to top that. On that note, we are going to get going. We are on all the social medias. If you want to reach out, we're on Twitter at Undebeatables. Maybe we should do the Blue Sky. I hear the Blue Sky is getting popular these days. We'll have to let you know if we get that up and running. We're also on Facebook.com/The Undebeatables. Our website, TheUndebeatables.com. There's a contact form there. You can use that to send us a message. Email is shoutout@TheUndebeatables.com. At our website/store is where the merch is.
For the architect, Donnie Walsh, and our once and always Hall of Fame coach, Bobby Sickleonard. Turn out the lights. The party's over.
Ooh. A stutter step.
Sneak
So
attack.
I like that. So you're like the James Harden of singing. Because you stopped like on a dime.
Stop on a dime.
You're elite at that. I always say that it's an elite skill you have.
Thank you.
Oh, one thing we didn't... Wait, did we talk about the... Was it last show we talked about McConnell dunking? Did we talk about that?
I don't think so. I think I just saw it on the Slacks. I don't think we talked about it on the pod.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a...
I mean, it's pretty great. Pretty amazing. He dunked in practice and the team loved it.
Yeah, they went nuts for it.
Right?
They couldn't get enough.
Still hasn't done it in a game, though, his entire career. I figured he'd come out like the next game and just have several dunks,
I just assume he's going to be in the dunk contest.
Well, they haven't announced that yet, so we'll look forward to that announcement on later this week.
But it's a clever move because there's no like real tape on him. How do you defend against what you've never seen?
Right.
It reminds me of that. I've told this story before, but the game in which Dale Davis got 20 rebounds for the first time, and it was like, I think he blew his own mind, and then like started regularly getting above 20 rebounds because like he could do it now. I feel like this is where we're at now with McConnell can do it now. So here we go. Get ready for the new era.
Just gonna start yamming on people in games.
He'll do the
see
McConnell like the steal the inbounds pass and then dunk it on somebody.
And then dunk it?
Yeah.
And he's a pretty good trash talker too, so that'd be pretty fun with him like yamming on somebody And then with his like bright red face, like chirping.
Hanging on the rim.
Yeah. It's a long way down for him.
After he dunks, somebody has to come pull him off. So he doesn't hurt his ankles.
Gotta stop the game like when you get the wedgie. It has to come. Come get it down.
So he comes over with a broom.
Obi Toppin has to come over.
Obi come slap him down.
Yeah. Did you guys see there was I watched some video about like Pacers in Paris or whatever, so it was like following the team around, and they were outside the Eiffel Tower, and Obi Toppin was like, "I think I could jump up there."